So the Schools University Partnership Initiative is a project to bring universities and schools into partnership together to create really engaging activities for students about research.
For us, in terms of engagement, it's about really having strong working partnerships with schools which enable us to actually conduct real research within a school environment.
What we all know is that for our students, being involved in research is an incredibly powerful way to learn. We actually know that for a lot of our courses, it's a key part of assessment regimes. So a lot of our A-level courses, and certainly courses like EPQ, which is a big element of our particular project, they are research-based. So teaching students research skills is a massive issue for us.
The reason that the SUPI project was set up was because it was believed that the best way of getting really engaging activities for students was for schools and universities to work in partnership together. So co-creation really of activity and opportunity was a really key part of what SUPI is about. Well, there are loads of benefits. So there are benefits to the students in raising their aspirations, giving them opportunities to engage with cutting-edge research, and recognising that actually researchers are often just like them. The researchers benefit because they get an opportunity to develop new skills in sharing and communicating with young people, and often get challenged by really interesting questions that they wouldn't have thought of themselves. And so the teachers benefit as well, because working with researchers gives them an opportunity to think about their subject and what's happening in the contemporary research around that subject. So that's really exciting too.
So I've been coming to most of the coordination meetings as the representative from the University of Exeter. I was particularly interested today because we've got a whole range of people from Exeter coming and engaging. So we've got a teacher, we've got an academic lead, and we've got a widening participation person.
I think what was particularly beneficial was that we had teachers who have been invested in school-university partnerships, academics, people who work at the interface between schools and universities, all trying to think about what's good practice look like in this area, what are the challenges and how might we overcome them.
The Brit Club is an award-winning charity that recruits, trains and places PhD students into non-selective state schools to work with high-performing pupils in those schools, really delivering university-style tutorials based on their own research. So it's a public engagement opportunity for those PhD students, but it's also a widening participation activity for the pupils involved.
We as a school had identified that young people needed to enhance their research skills, that was one of the things that they really needed to work on.
So I really want to get our kids speaking to people who are actually doing the research as opposed to off the shelf, here's a resource that we've prepared for you to do.
We took a group of Year 9 students and they did an investigation on the bacterial content of commercial probiotic products. And they had a look to see how well those bacteria survived in artificial gastric juice. They used molecular biology techniques to identify the bacteria. They then did an overall presentation and actually at the end came out with a British Science Association Silvercrest Award.
Schools are clearly having to direct all their efforts to bring really positive benefits to students. There's not a strong evidence base about the effectiveness of this kind of intervention, albeit that we know that it really does make a difference. We need to have a really strong and compelling evidence base that demonstrates that difference to really win hearts and minds about investing in this work.
Well, we're talking about that it's very difficult if you're having to try and engage every single department in a school about different offers. And she was saying it's really great if you can have a research champion in each school.
So I think people have gone away inspired with great ideas about how they can improve what they're doing in their SUPI, but also that they've got ideas about some of the challenges that we collectively share. So it's reassuring, we're all facing these challenges and collectively maybe we'll be able to figure some solutions for them.